Velocity TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three-wide action door-to-door racing out of turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked off of turn number 4. Who's it gonna be?
And good evening, race fans. Welcome in live in the Full Velocity Racing Network tonight at the dirt track of the Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's Tuesday night, which means it is time for the Full Velocity Racing Network, a modified touring series. And it comes to you live via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. What is up, everybody? Phil LeCass is here, and back alongside, could it possibly be in a Tuesday night? Is it Mr. Too Tall Todd Stanton doing my commentary and on the controls at the same time? Does this happen anymore?
It definitely does here this evening, back alongside you, Phil, and glad to be a part of the Full Velocity Racing Network Modified Series, the Modified Touring Series here. And I can't wait to see what kind of show these guys are going to put on. It's kind of late for me now, Phil, with my schedule change. But I had to make it a point to at least get some broadcasting in with you because, you know, we all miss each other. We need a group hug. Jeff Brown here, too. He can include himself in on this group hug here. So definitely been a while since you and I have actually called a race. I think we did one the other night. I kind of had to come and save you. But this one was actually prepared for us here tonight.
It was on our schedule to do together. I'm happy we are, and it looks like we're getting ready to go racing here in Charlotte. Milner Media Design, Heat Race Number 1. The starting lineup going to go away like this. The front row looks to be absent. It was supposed to be Rocky Backfield and Jarrett Murphy. Looks like it's going to be Josh Peacock and Larry Townsend on the front row with Jeremy Vaughn's number 8, Jack Ritz in the 777. Chad Coombs in the 09, the 77 of Robert Fletcher, and the number 15 of Sharon Hazen. We called for 9. I'm definitely not seeing 9. I'm thinking kind of like 6. Either way, Todd will tell me if I'm right or I'm wrong. We're just going racing here for 10 laps around in Heat Race Number 1.
Yeah, we counted. We were calling for 9. Only have 6 out there on the speedway. So 6 to 9 is Josh Peacock, your race leader. Second right now, that number 8 machine of Jeremy Vaughn down to the inside. The 38 goes around and not over there. Larry Townsend around over there is going to be quite a bit out of the top 5 now. Is J-Rod Hazen running in the 3rd spot down to the inside. And that is Robert Fletcher aboard that number 77 machine, working the middle portion of the track there, Phil. It's been a while since I've seen good old Robert Fletcher, but it's good to see some of these guys out. That 777 of Jack Ritz, definitely, I love a triple-digit number like that.
Me too. Me too. Awesome to see Jack back with us. I think this is Fletcher's first appearance in this series. He's been off the last couple of weeks, so it feels like forever since we've come out here to this series, did a race, and I think some of the drivers have him too. It's a light car count here tonight. It looks like the 8 car of Vaughn out of shape, and he is sliding on his side now. Comes to rest over 3. Jeremy Vaughn going around. He was running second. That's going to put Robert Fletcher down at the number 2 spot. And Josh Peacock, the race leader, well, he's out there almost a full second as they head into turn 3.
J-Rod down to the inside, going to slide up in front of the number 77 of Robert Fletcher. Fletcher crosses him back over, down to the inside, gets side-by-side battle for the second spot. Now Fletcher recaptures the second spot. Here comes Hazen with his own high-low switch down to the inside. And the number 15 machine down the back straightaway here into turn number 3.
A really good race there for second between Hazen and Fletcher. As Fletcher, I thought, was going to cross him back over. He'll have to stay in line. Jaron Hazen now running P2. 61 car on the JP Designs machine. Josh Peacock, he is way up front. Call it 0.8 of a second and growing. And this time around, we're going to see 7 laps complete. 3 laps of main. Can Josh Peacock get it done? Yeah,
Peacock with that brand new motor in the number 61 machine, definitely showing the way here around the dirt track of Charlotte. J-Rod Hazen running in that second spot in car number 15. Then you have Robert Fletcher running 3rd. Jack Renz in that 777 machine running in the 4th spot. Jeremy Vaughn right now running 5th. We're going to see 2 to go. Popsicle sticks in the air for the number 61 of Josh Peacock.
It's going to be that 2 sticks down trip for Josh Peacock in car number 61 out of turn number 2. Jaron Hazen, he has pulled away from Fletcher there, put the 77 back in 3rd. 777 Aritz in 4th. Jeremy Vaughn, the 5 cars left running now with the white flag in the air. One more trip around for Josh Peacock, the JP Designs machine, the sponsor of the series on that car. It's Mr. Peacock, our buddy, of course, is a lot of work for us. Leading the way, and it looks like he will take down the win in heat race number 1. Peacock gonna best Jaron Hazen, Robert Fletcher, Jack Ritz, Jeremy Vaughn, and Larry Townsend gonna round out our 6 cars that gridded for heat 1. We got 1 more heat left to come at you, so let's go right down to it. Todd, our 3D Racing starting lineup from Milner Media Design, heat race number 2.
Yeah, heat race number 2 going to go away like this. Starting on the pole is the 129 machine of Curtis Uphoff. His dates apart with the outside, driving the number 23. That'll be Todd Hook. Todd Hook in number 23. Inside row number 2 in the 3rd starting spot. That's the number 10 of Casey Brunson. And his dates apart with the outside, driving the number 6. That's Bradley Wilson aboard car number 6. Dylan Thomas in the 03 machine going to roll off in the 5th starting spot. And Jay Place, our points leader, and car number 16 rolling off in position number 6. Joshua Hessen in that number 118 machine going to roll off 7th with his outside partner Tommy Bush aboard the 06. Shotgun on the field is the 1-3 of DJ Kalinowski, the rock star, rolling off in the back of the field here, Phil, in 9th.
That's a good little field right there. Some heavy hitters here. Good to see the likes of Curtis Uphoff come over on Tuesday night. Been a while since we've called the 129's name for sure. Casey Brunson here, Bradley Wilson, Dylan Thomas, the Yardbird, a guy who's a couple-time winner this season. Jay Place, the points leader. Josh Hessen, Tommy Bush, those guys always quick. And DJ Kalinowski going to go tail and Charlie in this one, part of a 0-1-3. The likes of what DJ can do behind the wheel of 13 is he will be a heavy hitter for sure. Guy who picked up $100 cool here a couple of days ago, then Sunday night, 2 nights ago. Feels like a few days, but I guess it's been only 2. So we'll watch for DJ. He's a big money player for sure. But we look up front. Next, you find Curtis Uphoff going to lead the way over Todd Hook at the number 51. Good to see Todd out here with us this week, as well as Brunson and Bradley P. Wilson. Bradley out there racing, I believe, tonight. The 6 car. I don't see the 6 car. He's back there in row 3. Different. There's something not looking right. Or is Bradley in the 18 car?
I'm not 100% positive there. He might be in the 18 car. As that racing flag, green flag comes out. The Full Velocity Racing Network Modified Tour Series presented by JP Designs. Down off into turn number 1 and off of turn number 2, the 129 of Curtis Uphoff leading the charts. Almost 3 wide for the second spot. Down to the inside, you've got Casey Brunson and Bradley Wilson right there banging it out, duking it out. 4 or 5 wide, wow. And Curtis Uphoff goes for a ride in the 16. Upside down, Jay Place. He's able to put it back on all 4 wheels and keep it in the right direction. But Jay Place, our points leader, going for a wicked ride. So Bradley Wilson is your race leader, car number 51. And he is doing it as fast as he can there, Phil, trying to run away and hide. As that number 10 of Casey Brunson right there in that second spot.
That's a new look and a new number for Mr. Wilson right there with car 51. He will lead the way out of turn number 2 as we got a couple of guys getting hooked together. Looks like Dylan Thomas and Casey Brunson making contact. Tommy Bush right there. DJ Kilinowski, the number 13 is there, running back there for third. Now Brunson to the back end of the 51 car. We get a race for the lead down in 3.
Yeah, race for the lead as Brunson down to the inside, side-by-side battle off of turn number 4. Bradley Wilson going to lead at the line in car number 51, trying to hold off the hard target, Casey Brunson. The L3 of Dylan Thomas running in that 3rd spot. And the 13 of DJ Kalinowski up to the 4th spot. Now trying to get down to the bottom side of the Thomas 03 machine, not able to do anything so far. But as Bradley Wilson showing the quick way around right now.
Certainly is. 51 car going to lead the way. Casey Brunson going to have a couple more trips to get it done. We're going to have 6 laps complete this time in turn number 3 and 4. Look at the 03, Dylan Thomas, the Yardbird. He's beginning to run down the top 2. We know Thomas, a big money player. Bradley P. Wilson continues to lead the way. Brunson and now Thomas will race for second. Brunson going to drop to the bottom near 3.
Yeah, Brunson definitely getting a well overrun. Here comes Dylan Thomas and the 13 of DJ Kalinowski right there too. Knocking on the door, Tommy Bush. The number 6 machine running inside the top 5 in the 5th spot, I should say. He peeks down to the inside of DJ Kalinowski, not going to do anything as Kalinowski going to slam that door shut. So Bradley Wilson still leading. He's going to see the popsicle sticks up in the air. 2 more trips around the dirt track in Charlotte for car number 51.
Certainly is. 8/10 of a mile left because this speedway 4/10 of a mile around in car 51. Going to lead us out to number 2. This good race for second between Brunson and Thomas continues, and right behind them, the 13 of DJ Kilinowski riding in 4th off to number 4. A white flag in the air. 1 more trip around. Can Bradley Wilson hold on? So far, so good. He's off the edge of the 2.
Brunson goes to the high side. One last ditch effort is Thomas now down to the inside, down into turn 3 for the final time. Thomas throws her in pretty deep there in that 03 machine, trying to pull a 2 for through the corner. Not going to be had. Bradley Wilson going to take down heat race number 2. The Milner Designs and Media heat race number 2. Going to go to Bradley P. Wilson. Second going to go to Dylan Thomas, Casey Brunson, DJ Kalinowski, Tommy Bush, Curtis Uphoff, and Jay Place round out your field.
That will do it there for our 2 qualifying heat races tonight. Thank our buddy Charlie Milner from Milner Media Design for stepping up. Eagles presenting sponsor of the feature event, or the qualifying races. We're getting ready for the feature event. But before we go racing tonight for 35 laps around, let's go trackside for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you to Dirty Grass Soul with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you to our buddy Tubbs. Charlie Milner put that video montage together. Does an awesome job. And I hear rumors that he may be working on a new entrance video for us. Tubbs, you're out there listening. I heard that may be happening. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Hopefully that'll happen as we get ready to rock and roll. The FVRN Modified Series presented by JP Designs. 35 laps around in Charlotte. Let's go to our 3D Racing, Full Velocity Racing Network starting lineup, Todd.
And now tonight's starting lineup for the 3D Racing starting lineup, obviously, here at the dirt track is Charlotte.
Don't listen to me.
Starting on the pole, driving the number 61 machine. Heat race number 1 winner, that will be Josh Peacock, and his day as a part of the outside. Heat race number 2 winner, Bradley Wilson aboard car number 51.
And row number 2, J-Ron, Jaron Hazen with car number 15, the Yardbird, Dylan Thomas in the 03 in row 2.
Inside row number 3, that will be Robert Fletcher aboard car number 77, and Casey Brunson aboard car number 10, rolling out position at number 6.
777 will start 7th. That is Jack Ritz, the 13, the Rockstar, DJ Kilinowski outside row 4.
Inside row number 5 in the 9th starting spot, that's Jeremy Vaughn aboard car number 8, and the 06 of Tommy Bush rolls off 10th.
Larry Townsend will start 11th in the number 38 car with Curtis up off alongside Curtis in car 129.
Good old Rocky Battenfield inside row number 7. Jay Place going to be outside of him. Jared Murphy, Todd Hook, and then number 23, Chad Combs. Joshua Hessen round out your field here. 18 cars strong. We're getting ready to send these guys on their way off of turn number 4. We're going to ask you one question, race fans. Who's it going to be?
Love it. We get it on a Tuesday night. Welcome back, Todd. It's good to have my partner back. I get 2 Who's Gonna Be's in a week. I'm giddy. Like a schoolgirl, I am giddy right now. As we get racing on a ton number 4. We're
They're
giddy. Deep for the race lead. Peacock there, Brunson in the bottom, and Bradley Wilson stuck in the middle side. We stay 3 deep, now 2 wide for the race lead. It's Hazen on the low side. I said Brunson's a 15 of Jaron Hazen. He will race Bradley Wilson. Now Josh Peacock will go back 3 wide for the lead on 4.
3 wide for the race lead. Peacock up top there. Bradley Wilson going to be shifted up and out of the line as Hazen down to the inside. They're still almost 3 wide there through the corner. But it's Peacock with the momentum on the top shelf of the speedway. Going to pull inches ahead here of car number 15 and the 51 of Wilson. Wilson now following lockstep with Josh Peacock, trying to figure out what he's doing correctly here to lead this field as Hazen looking to the bottom where everybody else is not running, Phil. That's where J-Rod's running right now, trying to find that grip.
He certainly is. Running in P2, him and Bradley Wilson doing a hell of a job. And how about the 61 car? Josh Peacock, I hope he doesn't start thinking about what he's doing right, because that's when you screw it up there, Josh. Just hold that wheel and drive. So hold it, buddy. He's got it rolling. Wilson going to look under him for the race lead. Hazen will stay down low. It's a great 3-car race up front there for the lead off turn number 4.
Yeah, you're talking about a 3-car race for the race lead, and then you had Dylan Thomas and DJ Kilinowski and Robert Fletcher. Those guys were all duking it out from 4th on back. Well, they've gotten a single filed out there, but Josh Peacock, your race leader, with Bradley Wilson running in the 2nd spot, J-Rod Hazen running in 3rd. They're trying to run away and hide from the 2nd group right there directly behind them. That'll be Thomas, Kilinowski, and Fletcher. That 2nd group as they stay single files now. The 51 of Bradley Wilson dives down to the inside of the 61 of Peacock, who goes side-by-side battle down into turn number 3. Oh, look at the 51 of Bradley Wilson. Slide job by the 51. Not going to be had by Josh Peacock. Peacock fires back. He's back to the race lead.
What would Bradley say? Throw it in deep, sell it cheap, that 51 car. Well, he tried to make it work for the race lead at 3 and 4. He's to the inside off of 2. He may have the run here. 51 car up to the lead. Joshua cross it right back over. Let's throw some sliders here at Charlotte.
Thank you, Adam, for the 500 stars out there in Facebook live chat. We appreciate that. Don't forget, you can become a supporter of Full Velocity Racing Network for just $4.99 a month. It's and you get all the extreme content that we're going to be releasing here. As soon as we hit 25 supporters, we'll get you guys some cool content from Phil and Todd and Jack and everybody here at the Full Velocity Racing Network, as we're still seeing slide jobs by the 61 of Josh Peacock, the 51 of Bradley Wilson. Still continue to go back. And what's that doing right now, Phil? That's allowing us 3rd and 4th place into the picture, too. Hazen and Dylan Thomas. These guys keep firing back. Good race for the top spot.
Certainly is, but Todd, it's going to be slowed down now because our first Team Hard Motorsports yellow flag of the evening, yellow, yellow, yellow for the first time tonight, will find us on lap number 11. So we will slow the racing action on down to a crawl. We will take a look around the speedway in our very first Full Velocity Racing Network instant replay of the evening, brought to you by jmaxstrong.com. Todd, what do we got?
A low speed, high assault Ute.
Oh, I got him again.
Reaching out and grabbing him there. The number 6 machine of Tommy Bush down to the inside and just grabs that Ute tire, drives into it, thought he could move it. The Ute tire did not move. And then, of course, Rocky Badfield unfortunately in the wrong place, wrong time, getting into the number 6, Tommy Bush, even more. So he goes upside down, and of course he lands on the wheels, but it's never good when one side is higher than the other. Axle and rear end broke out of the number 6 machine.
Yeah, I knew the red car wasn't got a shot on him afterward too. That was quite the hit. Tommy Bush's car broken, weebling a wobbling, and that's why Phil is anti-Uke tire right there. What was that? He went down there, he hit it, and it killed the race car. Just pointless why they put tires down there. I will just put nothing there. I mean, that useless tire just destroyed a good race car. Poor Tommy.
That's how people cheat. When you put nothing down there on the bottom, you got to get a deterrent so people don't run in the grass, because people try to find the bite down there at these local tracks. So that's why I'm always good for Uke tires or something down to the bottom of the speedway to make sure things happen. And Uke tires definitely don't cause as much damage as a wall down in the bottom of the speedway. As we get ready to go, green flag racing here off of turn number 4. Delaware double file restart the way of the land here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. For the Full Velocity Racing Network modified tour, green flag going to come out. Josh Peacock gets on that loud pedal, 3 wide for the second spot already. That's J-Rod Hazen. You got Bradley Wilson right there, and then the 13 machine. DJ Kolonowski down to the inside. He's going to move up into the 3rd spot.
Certainly is, and he's going to maybe grab second by the time we exit into turn number 3 and 4, as he had a run on Bradley Wilson. But Kolonowski now going to run in the 3 spot, but Jared Hazen going to fight back in the 15. He goes to the low side. DJ's up the 3rd. It is Dylan Thomas and Jared Hazen. They're door-to-door for 4th over 3.
As we're on lap 13, going to be lap 14 of 35 this time around. It's Josh Peacock, Bradley Wilson, DJ Kolonowski running in that 3rd spot. Jared Hazen down to the inside, trying to get around Dylan Thomas. Thomas right now holding on to the 4th spot on the outside of the speedway. Here comes the 16-year points leader, Jay Place, to the outside, trying to peek his way inside the top 5 for the first time there, Phil. Jay Place on the move.
Certainly is. The points leader, car number 16, a huge points lead. I don't, it's so high, I don't even have the point standings in front of me tonight. That's how far ahead Jay is. And I think I calculated about 2 races the advantage on him. So he's just coasting away as we hit the mid-port of the season here. For car 16, Jay Place now running up in the 6th spot. Him and Jared Hazen having a good race as Jay to the outside, Jared down low. 15 cars been low side all night long. It's just not there for him right now.
Yeah, it looks like it's gone slippery down to the bottom of the speedway. No forward bite for the 15 machine. Even the 777, Jack Ritz trying to do what he can do on the bottom, just not being had so far. As they're all pretty much migrated to the top shelf of the speedway here at the dirt track in Charlotte. Wilson gets a little bit out of shape. Leave the door open for DJ Kolonowski. Kolonowski down to the inside a couple different times. Jay Place way down to the bottom, 3 wide. As Kolonowski makes some lump to the outside retaining wall over there in turns 1 and 2, Phil. And that's going to cost him a couple of spots. As man, he just wanted to kiss that wall and make up with it.
Made a little smooch, and it lost him 2 spots as Thomas goes by. Jay Place to the extreme low side of the 16. Looks like give the 16 car the 3rd spot. Maybe not so fast as Thomas will fight back, and now maybe a run from 2nd, because the 16 has a run of the Bradley P. Wilson. That 51 car has been digging up high, and all chasing the 61. Josh Peacock's got a 2-car length advantage on 2.
A little bit of contact there, Phil, between the 03 Dylan Thomas and Jay Place, but Place able to keep it going too. In car number 16 as he moves into that 3rd spot, 3 wide battle for the 4th spot now. As his 777 machine of Jack Ritz down to the bottom side as we are halfway home. 5th, well, we're a little bit over halfway home, excuse me. I think the 30 lap feature is actually 35 lap feature, so 15 laps to go here. Jack Ritz now down to the inside, trying to make some headway on Dylan Thomas, as he's definitely found something down there, Phil. I think he found a little bit extra bite there for the 777 machine, where J-Rod could not find that bite on the bottom. But it is Josh Peacock, Bradley Wilson, Jay Place, Dylan Thomas, and Jack Ritz, your top 5.
Certainly is. Get to Kolonowski back there in 6th, Hazen up to 7th, or now Baxter to 7th. Rocky Batfield came from 13th. He is down to the top 10. Rocky up to 8th. Robert Fletcher, Casey Brunson having an off night. Case got no practice in the 10. Started outside row 3, has slid back to the back part of a top 10, running in P10. But set up front, no change. It is all Josh Peacock, but he may have a contender on his hands, because Jay Place has worked his way around Bradley P. Wilson, and we're racing door-to-door for 2nd. 51 car back to the bottom.
Yeah, Josh Peacock doesn't want to see those guys racing door-to-door, but I tell you what, Jay Place is on a mission in car number 16 as he moves into that 2nd spot around to the 51. As the 51 of Wilson seems like setup starting to go away just a tad bit as he's falling back into the clutches at 4th and 5th. As you got Jay Place running in that second spot, starting to run down Josh Peacock last time by. He was a tad bit quicker, actually a little bit quicker than I thought he would be, Phil. Josh Peacock 16.931, Jay Place 16.705, and knocking on the door is Jay Place down to the inside. Slide job through turns 3 and 4. Jay Place to the race lead, crossover by Josh Peacock. A little bit of head banging going on, and out of real estate goes the 16 to Jay Place. Place going to lose some gumption there. And then number 16 machine, he's going to drop back to the 4th spot. It's a 777 to Jack Ritz now moves into 2nd. Dylan Thomas for 3.
Man, this is getting hot and heavy here as the 16 car. I don't know if he got ran out of room or what that was. It was good hard racing for the lead, but now the 16 back to 4th. Peacock trying to now hold off the challenge of Jack Ritz with 777. Jack is there. He's been down low all night long, and he's going to look to the left side. But then she'll move for the race lead out of 4.
And Jack's making the bottom side work. There's 7 laps to go. Josh Peacock on the outside. Dylan Thomas also now following Jack Ritz, number 777 machine is momentarily going to take over the race lead here. Now down through turns 3 and 4. The 16 of Jay Place now moving Ben for that 3rd spot again in the car number 16, Phil. Not going away. Jay Place right there knocking on the door inside, trying to get back into a podium finish. And he's probably got something left for the top 2. But Jack Ritz down to the inside, really challenging the 61 of Josh Peacock through 3 and 4.
Certainly is, and I think he may be credited the race lead this time off the corner as we put 30 laps complete, 5 laps remaining, and a good race up front. The 777 of Jack Ritz, he has been the low side digger all night long. He is making it work. Peacock in the 61 up high, Dylan Thomas and Jay Place having a good race for 3rd. Give it to the 16 car, who now is going to make a move to the inside. We got a race for 2nd out of 2.
Yeah, race for that 2nd spot is Josh Peacock now moving back into Jay Place. As now Dylan Thomas gets crossed up just a tad bit. And that 777 machine leading here, 3 laps remaining. As Peacock trying everything again on the outside. Jay Place right there knocking on the door in that number 16 machine. Dylan Thomas and DJ Konowski having a good battle. We're going to see the popsicle sticks up for Jack Ritz off a turn at number 4. 2 to go at the dirt track in Charlotte.
2 sticks down, 2 more trips around for the 777 of Jack Ritz. He is at number 1 and 2, and the way these guys are racing from behind, you got to think he's looking in the mirror and saying, keep going, guys. I got 1 more trip lap to get it done. Off to number 4, the white flag in the air, and Jack Ritz may be looking for win number 1 of the season here, Todd.
Yeah, win number 1 of the season down through the back straightaway for the final time into turn number 3. Jack Ritz pulls her off at turn number 4. He's going to take down win number 1 here in the Full Velocity Racing Network Modified Touring Series presented by JP Designs here. And 2nd going to go to Josh Peacock. Jay Place going to finish up in the 3rd spot. Dylan Thomas going to finish up 4th. DJ Konowski 5th. 6th is going to be J-Rod Agent, Bradley Wilson, Rocky Battenfield, Robert Fletcher, Jeremy Vaughn, your top 10. 11th through 15th will be Larry Turns in the 38 machine, Tommy Bush, Curtis Uphoff, Casey Brunson, Jarrett Murphy, Todd Hook, Chad Combs, and Josh Hessen. 18 car field here is we get ready to head on over to the Discord channel and interview our top 3 drivers here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. We'll be right back at you here in just a few moments, folks.
All right, it is time for the post-race show on the Full Velocity Racing Network, presented by BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds, web hosting, VPS servers, dedicated servers, they do it all. Check them out today at BladeNode.com. Use promo code BLADE10. Get 10% off your first monthly subscription. Tell them that the boys of Full Velocity sent you. Once again, BladeNode.com, the post-race show in Charlotte, where Jack Ritz has picked up his first win of the year over Josh Peacock. And our third-place finisher, the points leader, Mr. Jay Place, is down trackside with our buddy Todd.
Yeah, down here trackside with Jay Place, driver of the number 16 here this evening. Jay definitely had a good piece underneath you. You came from the middle portion, the back of the pack, and then you slid back there after a little bit of contact with the 61 and the wall. But you were able to make it back up to a nice podium finish and add to your points lead just a little bit more. But tell us about your race here tonight.
I don't know. I built the set last time we were here. I thought it was going to get slick like it was again. But I don't know where everybody went, but we didn't have nobody tonight. So I tried to loosen it up a little bit, but I guess I made the wrong adjustment because I was way too loose. Almost couldn't drive the car. Got up there and made some contact with Peacock. I don't know if he didn't know I had that much of a run, but all in all, was good racing. When we got together, it must have been something in the car because he just did not have the drive it had before. So all in all, I had a good night tonight. Everybody racing McLean, but got into Dylan a couple of times. My bad for that again, Dylan. I was just driving away with my head, trying to get back up to the front, and I should have just been relaxing and hitting my marks.
Well, definitely a good race there, especially if you're saying your car wasn't really that good. A third place finish. Hate to see it if you really had that car underneath you here tonight, there, Jay. Good, solid third place finish.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I wish we had some more people. It was fun the first month or two when the series was going on. It was so packed. People were missing out because the lobby got full. So hopefully we can see that again. Hopefully everybody come back with races. Great league.
Now, summertime does happen every once in a while. But Jay, before I let you go, I'll give you that microphone one last time. You can think or would like to thank here on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
Thank you, sir. I'd like to thank all my family for watching. You guys for the great broadcast. Dylan for not taking me out after I got into you 2 times. If you're watching, Tommy Bush, the league for putting on the race tonight, and that's it. All the fans out there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, bringing home third place, your points leader right now in the Full Velocity Racing Network Modified Touring Series. Driver number 16, Jay Place. Going to make my way on down to tonight's second place finisher here. Just waiting to get him to finish up a couple of words here. Is getting ready to move him into the room, hopefully, here, at least over to me here. Driver the number 61, Josh Peacock, bringing home a podium finish there. Led quite a few laps here early on the go. It was good seeing you and Bradley duking it out up for that top spot. And then of course, Jack coming into the fray there a little bit later on in the going after a little bit of contact with Jay Place up there, Josh. But a nice, solid second place run. Got to be happy with that.
Yeah, but based on how my luck's been going in this series, you know, we got lucky and drew third for the heat. But Rocky was having issues getting in the server, so that put me on pole. Was able to win it, start pole with the feature. Yeah, the car's really bad loose, center off. And that deal with Jay, I see him throw a slider, and I went to cross him over, and I don't know if he come down with me or what happened, but we got hung together, and just you can't really let off when you're battling for the lead like that. Luckily, was able to make out of that and stay up top. Steering went away a little bit. I was a little bit scared to go down to the bottom and try to tangle down there with Jack, but yeah, he had a hell of a run on the bottom. Hats off to him.
I was going to say, your car looked really good up high there. Kind of hard to change it when Jack was rolling the bottom like he was. It definitely found something different down there, and probably found a little bit more grip there here tonight there, Josh, than what you had. But a good solid place, second place finish, though. Like I said, not only you got to be happy with that, like you said, you've had some bad luck. I've watched a lot of the races that I've gone back and watched some of so I can get some more input. But I know bad luck has struck you here in this modified tour.
We're usually not too good in the heat races and the consies, but if we can make our way in, we can usually drive forward, and the feature's pretty good with as slick as the track usually gets. But we're going to be throwing up some grouping races or something to see if we can get the car count back up a little bit. But even with how many cars we had tonight, I mean, I think every time I looked up in the mirror, there 3 or 4 wide behind me. You know, me and Brad and Hayes run 3 wide the first couple laps. Me and Brad tangled it out. You know, so it's a very racy racetrack. So we put on a hell of a show.
Yeah, it was a great show and had to be fun up there. Bradley not known for a lot of good dirt track racing there. Normally, I see him more on the asphalt side of things racing though, Josh. And man, it had to be fun exchanging blows with him tonight.
Oh yeah, blast. We were sitting there cutting up in Discord. You know, his heaviest track was very racy. There was a couple of distinct lines you could run. But yeah, that was definitely fun cutting up with him and Hazen up front at the beginning of the race there.
All right, Josh, before I let you go, give the microphone one last time. You can thank who I'd like to thank here on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
First off, I thank my teammates at Bulletproof Motorsports, everything they do, and working with these setups. I'd like to thank Shameless Bud at JP Design, putting this badass wrap on the car. I'd like to thank one of my newer sponsors, Traction by Boosted. If you need any kind of tire solution in the Chicago area, hit them up on Facebook. I'd like to thank you guys being on the race car and everything you do for this series and you do for me. Without y'all, they're phenomenal broadcast as always. Not to thank Brad for working through this, or us putting this lead together, and for everything he does for it. So we kind of got a crappy graphics guy, not be able to get flyers, winter pictures out on time, but I'll see if I can pick that up a little bit. And I thank everybody that comes out and race with us, and everybody out there watching.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, bringing home second place here tonight. Driver of the number 61, the JP Designs number 61, Josh Peacock, taking down second. But I'm going to throw it down to BladeNote.com, Victory Lane, with the driver of the 777. Phil is standing by down there with a very happy and ecstatic 777.
Absolutely right. As we make our way here, it is a traffic jam in the winner's circle as there is just a crowd of drivers coming in to congratulate for the first time this year the 777 Jack Ritz in Victory Lane. Jack, welcome into the winner's circle, man. It's been coming close, a hard-earned finish. You pick up one here tonight. Congratulations, man. This has to feel great.
Oh, yeah, man. Beginning of the season, I was struggling to make the show, and about 3 or 4 races into the season, I started getting more consistently into the features and found something in the last month, I guess, of running, and just really been working hard and trying to find some more speed, and it paid off tonight.
And you found it at a place in the racetrack where a lot of guys couldn't make a whole lot of time, and that was down on the bottom. Was that something you planned for? Some of these guys said, hey, they didn't expect the track to get slicked down like it did. Your car really liked it. Was that practice that paid off, or lucky with the setup? What do you...
I'm going to be honest. I threw the kitchen sink at this thing before the feature. I actually pulled a bunch of gear out of the car, and I was like, I'm going to have to run the top. But then I started rolling the bottom. I was like, oh, it feels pretty good down here. And I started reeling in the leaders. I'm like, oh, dang. And I told Dylan Thomas, he was in TeamSpeak with me. I was like, dude, bottom's rolling. He jumped down there for a lap or two, and he was holding me up a little bit, and he got out of my way, and I just kept plugging away down there. Car felt amazing all night, and just it paid off tonight. I was super happy with running down there. I'm more of a catfish. I love running the bottom anytime I can, and that was a perfect example of that.
It worked out in your favor, dude. That was great to see. The seas parted. Josh and Jay got together, opened up the lane. You took it. You end up in the winner's circle for the first time this year. And Jack, it is time, as we always do, to give our winner the microphone one more time. Let you give a shout out to whoever out there is watching there. We're out there live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. As always, first time winner, bud. Congratulations. Take the floor and shout to them all.
Yeah, I got to thank Mike over at Mike M Designs, always making killer wraps for me, making me look good in the winner's circle for the first time. So glad he could be a part of this. Edgar Sherman Designs, got to thank him for coming on past couple years. The boys over at Till Valhalla Racing, they've let me come on board and been helping me out a little bit and been getting faster. Got to plug my photography page, Ritz Motorsports Photography on Facebook. Check me out there. I've got a bunch of pictures from around the Midwest, and yeah, I got to thank Dylan Thomas for always pushing me and the rest of the boys over at Southern Sim Racing. They've always been a huge help, so I got to thank them as well.
Great deal right there. A lot of cool guys getting together, and it puts the 777 in victory lane here tonight. Jack Ritz picking up the win, and I don't care what you say, Todd. All the races we do, all the series we cover, it is always great to see a first time.
Yeah, definitely always good to see a first-time winner here, Phil. And first time winner. That's how it rolls. I mean, it's exciting to see somebody take down a win, especially with a guy that's been so dominant here. Jay Place has been dominant of the series, and it's good to see Jack Ritz bring it down into BladeNote.com victory lane, and good to see Josh Peacock having finally a good run here in the touring series, man. He's had some rough luck too with the modifieds and different things going on, and good to see him have a good run. And it was good racing. And don't forget Bradley Wilson either, Phil. I mean, big shout out to Bradley Wilson, man. Having a fantastic showing for himself there. It didn't finish where he probably wanted to, but he was duking it out for the race lead, and it was good to see him up there.
Hey, watching these guys who don't do it enough, or guys like Bradley who came out of doing this profession for a while, get out there and mix it up, doesn't that make you want to come out of retirement?
There's some grumblings that Utah will be back in a race car very soon.
Looking forward to that, buddy. Well, always fun to do a show with you. Thanks to all the gang out there for watching. All the great sponsors here at the Full Velocity Racing Network. For Todd Stanton, Jack Truan, Ron Piles, Charlie Miller, Jeff Brown, I am Phil LaCasse. We'll see you back here live tomorrow night. I believe the two of us may have a date to the Dirt Warrior Racing League tomorrow night. We will see you there at about 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Good night, everybody from Charlotte. This is your source for esports racing.
Good night. Are you ready? Damn, producer, roll them credits!